You all know we love a fire. You also know we like getting new fire pits. This one's a little bit different. It's a fire and a table. Brilliant. We've kindly been given a fire pit, and I don't know why this company thinks we want a fire pit, because, well, you can't have too many fire pits, can you? It's from a company called Aroundfire, and I don't know whether this sun is a curse or a blessing, but it's not raining, so we're not going to complain. So we haven't even used this yet, we haven't even looked at it. And the idea behind it is it's a table, but it folds up small enough to fit into the back of our tiny little camper van as well. You like, mate? Do you like it?
Do you want one?
Let's see if we can make this look easy. Where'd you start? Okay. I'm guessing. No. There's little catches on the inside. You just pull them out and then it goes. No. Now.
I bet this is really easy, but Alan just doesn't know how to make things look simple. Is there instructions on?
Right. You open it like that. Oh, there's one of the little optional extras.
And how did you do that? Did you have to unhook something?
No, I just opened it a different way.
Oh, right, okay.
And then... oh, come on.
What's that though?
Hinges then, babe. Hinges.
Oh.
I've probably edited this so that it looks dead easy. Okay, just do like a transformer. And then the legs just go up. So you just, a bit like a camping table. It's got those little thingy-majigs there. And then you get like a double thing, so that goes over there. And then it's solid. Tell you what, it's quite big when it's unfolded.
Got them middle bits there.
Those little middle bits that you call them.
Middle bits.
Are to extend the legs to make it higher.
Oh yeah.
So they pop in there. So they just live in those little catches underneath. Oh.
Ta-da!
So we put these little hooks over the doobly watsits.
Oh, there we go, yeah. See, but I can do it.
It just stops it from, see, when you lift now. Woo! Yeah! So within the bag, we have something else. I don't know what it is yet. And then you have a front pocket on this bag, which has all kinds of doobly watsits. So there's the even bigger leg. No, it's not. That's a bag of even bigger leg extensions. 4 of. This is an optional extra. This attaches to the one of the legs, and you have a lantern hanging off it on the corner of your table. What else have we got?
It's like Christmas, isn't it?
It is like Christmas. Ooh. I'm not sure whether this bit is an optional extra or it's just included. I think it's another optional extra because they've got loads of accessories for it, you see. I'll show you what that is in a bit because I think I know. Right, that bag's empty. These are included. These go around your grill. Right, I've just done a little peep inside these bags and I'm getting a bit excited. Oh, so that is a really sturdy grill. I expected it to be. I don't know why I expected it to be, but when you look on the website it just looks like quite a thin chrome grill, but that's really good. It's a thick one. Oh, that's a really sturdy one too, but that's more like a checkered grill. Nice. And then this. So if you watched our previous fire pit video where we were comparing different fire pits, one of them has a little stainless steel mesh grill on the bottom of it, but the mesh on this is much finer, which means the ash won't fall through as easy, so it'll contain the ash really well. Now this is just completely flat material, stainless steel mesh. Then you have these little poppers at the side, You do a little tiny bit of origami, put it into the poppers, and it creates like a basket. So this sits in this little recess here, and then it has little bolts that almost like a bayonet type fitting, if you like. Is that what you call it? Who knows? There's a few little sockets where you just slip them in there so it's nice and secure. This is a clever idea, this.
I'm really impressed.
I know there was a Kickstarter recently, so it's only recently been released. Now, as human beings, as much as we appreciate things like this, you always look for something that's a negative, because nothing is perfect. And as amazing as this looks already, this basket in the middle is really secure, and it's long enough to be able to have some live flames here. You drag some embers over across this side and grill your food over the embers. This might just be my opinion, but what I'd like to see is this basket being a bit deeper. So you're going to be limited to the amount of logs or charcoal you put in this. You can't have a big deep fire in it. We'll get some logs in it shortly and we'll see how it performs. So you can have these little things here which sit from side to side. There's two little holes in the side frame there, and then your grill will sit. Now it is wobbly, there's nothing, you know, that's not an issue, it's not broken, but that's never going to be, it's more than secure. I believe this thing can take up to about 100 kilos. Obviously I'm only about 40 kilos, but you'd have to spread your weight quite evenly. Now this little thing I told you about before, you open this little bracket and it can attach to the leg. Oh, it extends. Yes! I'll show you now. So I use a pure hand lantern because I like a nice live flame. Look, obviously some people have LED lanterns and what have you, but have a nice little light on the side of your table. Oh, I like it. Yeah, so the idea is you have a fire in the centre and you either all gather around the fire, have your plates or drinks or whatever on the outside with a fire in the middle. So I've unwrapped 2 long and 2 short pieces. I thought it was one thing, but now I'm thinking it's something else because I've just recognised this. I looked on their website. So if I put that in there and hang on. I'm not reading the instructions, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I don't do instructions. And just like magic, I built it. It's very floppy because you've got to put bolts in the top and the bottom. In fact, I'm going to have to do that because it's. I'll be back in half an hour. Lucky for you, I'm not doing a video to show you how to build this thing because I have zero patience. And granted, this isn't tricky to build. I just made it look tricky to build. And I think I might have lost a bag of bolts that go in here. But anyway, this little shield, if there's a bit of wind or you've got kids around the table, it just offers you extra protection from the fire. I'm pretty sure these shields here are multifunctional, so I'm going to have a go at building that and show you exactly what they're meant to do. Right, admittedly, I had to go on their website. You get 2 little 90-degree bars like this. They sit on the edges there, like that. Don't have to screw them in or anything like that, just sit. And then the 2 longer sides, that one sits in there, and that one sits in there. This is the clever bit. We're going to need this little bracket thing with that way and that way brackets on it. That will sit on the side like so. I do know this is an optional extra, it doesn't come as part of the table kit. It's a little gas stove. So the idea is, feed that through the hole there. Your igniter goes on there. You bring your hose here, attach it to your gas, and then you simply just use the little bracket to hang your gas canister on. You've got a gas burner here with the table around it. How clever is that? I like it. It's 2 o'clock. Should we set a fire? Now, if I'm shouting It's because the wind's really picked up today. If you can hear wind on the microphone, not a lot I can do about it. So as I mentioned, the standard, when you unfold this, it sits lower than it is right now. I've then got the included extending legs, but you can then extend it again even further with an optional extra. The legs you get with it that extend, the optional extra gives you a bit extra height, so it's one or the other by the look of it.
Oh, that's
a bit better, yeah. We've got a little pile of kindling here, a little fire lighter. Now you don't need me to tell you how to build a
slow down and everything.
Well, you might not be able to see because of my ever so slender body, but I'm sitting at the front of my chair and the dogs just jumped behind me and took it all up. We've got a couple of split logs there and it's taken up just over half of the basket, so this is going to be ace. So we're going to let this fire build now. We're going to put the grills on top and we're going to cook some amazing steak and then have a beer. So you know I love fire, you know I love a gadget. Granted, we haven't paid for this, but they haven't told us to be nice about it either. And if I'm going to say anything about it, I would like the basket to be a little bit deeper to get more logs in the fire. Other than that, for the price of it, I think it's about £150–160 for the table with the basket and the legs and what have you. There's obviously extras on top of that, like the gas stove and the tabletop accessory and the even bigger legs and all that, what have you. But for the money, this is it's clever. Even Sarah's impressed, aren't you?
Sorts in my eyes, but yeah, this is my impressed face.
She said yeah.
I am impressed because we could use it at home as well if you'd have people around and stuff. I think my friends would be impressed with it.
So don't be surprised if you see us use this again in the future, because it's a proper nifty bit of kit. It folds up really small. It's genuinely easy to fold out. I made it look hard, but once you've done it once, it's one of them things you do it with your eyes closed. The little accessories as well, they don't all come with the table because not everybody wants all those accessories, but it's a fire and it's got a bit of a difference, so we absolutely love it. Thanks very much. If there's a discount code, I'm sure there is, I'll put it in the description below. See you next video. It's the morning after the night before, and I just thought I'd summarise this fire pit because we cooked a couple of really nice ex-dairy beef ribeye steaks on this last night. What I did was I used the little extenders with the grill on top because I don't want my steak being too close to the heat, because what I do is a reverse sear. So you put a bit of heat into it over a period of time, then you put it straight over the direct heat and sear it so it gets a nice crust on the outside. My thoughts are, I still maintain I personally would like a deeper basket. You can have a fire in this, absolutely, with the basket that's with it. I would just like a slightly deeper basket, maybe a couple of inches deeper, just to get some slightly bigger logs, or like a double layer of logs or something like that. One more thing as well is the little extenders that hold the grill above the basket. I would like some taller extenders, because when I was trying to move the fire around to control the heat during the cook last night, like we had baked spuds in there, I couldn't move the baked spuds without taking the grill off and then moving the spuds, and I found it quite hard to move the logs around as well. If you're using charcoal with this, really easy. If you're using logs, the logs are obviously a bit bigger. If you're not cooking too much on it, or you're certainly not doing a long cook on it, dead easy. You literally just have a fire, you put your food on, you give it a quick cook, you take the grill off, and it's a fire pit again. It's a really clever bit of kit. Just two tiny little details that I would change is a slightly deeper basket and a slightly taller grill extender thing. Other than that, a good job, well done, Aroundfire. You've done a sterling job on creating something that's affordable, compact, quite flexible too, and a real showpiece.